Hi, I'm Emily, and today we're going to be doing a comparison of the Bugaboo Butterfly and the Nuna TRVL, two options you are probably considering if you're looking for a compact travel stroller. If you're new here, I'm Emily. I'm the stroller mom. I help you find strollers, car seats, baby gear to hopefully make your life easier from a mom's perspective. So be sure to stay through to the end to find out which of these two strollers I would recommend. Okay, so I have gotten to use both of these strollers with my kids. I have two kids, a 3-year-old and a baby, so I feel like I've gotten a good mix of both. I actually ended up buying the Nuna TRVL first because I have the Nuna Pippa car seat. There were a lot of features that I really liked about the TRVL, and then there are things I don't like about the TRVL that the Bugaboo answers, and so I'm hoping to be able to do some comparison and help you know which one. I'm not going to be getting into stats. There are a lot of other videos and blogs out there that kind of go into the stats. My goal is to help you just understand features and features that I care about as a mom, and I'm guessing you probably do too. So overall, the push of these is similar. However, the Nuna has the better push because it has bigger wheels. The rear view wheels and the front wheels are definitely bigger and like just the whole push of the Nuna TRVL is so smooth. There's a downside to that. The downside is that the Nuna TRVL folds much larger than the Bugaboo Butterfly. So the Bugaboo Butterfly is approved almost for all airlines and meets the cabin luggage. That means you can put it in the overhead bin, whereas the Nuna TRVL does not. It does come with a travel bag. You're able to gate check it, but if you travel a lot on an airplane, you'll experience a lot more wear and tear with the Nuna TRVL than you will with the Bugaboo Butterfly. So that's just a difference. With that, you don't get as nice of a push. So I do feel like the TRVL kind of borders on being able to be one of those more, not quite a full-size stroller, but you can use it more for that, whereas you're going to feel the bumps if you're on cobblestone or rocks or anything like that a lot more on the Butterfly. Okay, so let's talk about the canopies. The canopies are both great on their own. So if you were to look at the canopies like this right now, they both provide sufficient coverage for both my baby and my toddler. So I've been really happy with that. The Nuna TRVL is just a little bit better in the fact that it has a peekaboo window. That is mesh that I love, and it is so easy to use. It's magnetic, so it's not the Velcro that's going to wake your baby. The one downside, or the two downsides to me on the Nuna TRVL canopy or hood, depending on what you call it, is the peekaboo window does not stay open, and there's no additional, like, it doesn't have any other panels other than this, so it doesn't extend anymore. And then I also don't like that it hits my hands when I walk. The Bugaboo Butterfly does not. However, the Bugaboo Butterfly does not have a peekaboo window, which is like so weird to me. Some people consider the extender a peekaboo window, but it is not. You can hardly see your child with that. So I will show you this. So it does have a better coverage, but your child cannot see. So I feel like the better coverage trade-off is it's a little bit impractical, right? So if this mesh panel was here, this would win. But because of where it is, it's not a good peekaboo window. It's not great from like a sun perspective. It does add extra airflow, maybe if your baby was napping, but you still are going to want like put a blanket or something on there. So there's definitely differences there. If you like the peekaboo window, the Nuna TRVL is probably better, but the mesh lining and stuff, it's not bad. And you get used to what you have, right? So there's some things that are going to be big deal breakers, but there's others that you can kind of work around. Okay, moving down to the seat back. This is one of the biggest differences, I think, for this stroller. The Bugaboo Butterfly has a very strong reinforced seat back that is so high. Like, it is the highest. I think it's like 21 or 22 inches high, which is unheard of in travel compact strollers. So if you have a tall toddler, this is amazing. You're going to love this. It's sturdy. It has good recline. Neither of them have a full flat recline, but that is something to know. The Nuna TRVL, this is its weakest point. Its back is flimsy. It's not very high. And then if you want to recline it, it has this mesh thing here that like blocks your kid's head. So I will tell a story. I had to take my 2.5-year-old to the doctor. She was very sick and she was tired and wanted to lay down. She had like a flu, a fever, was not happy. I had the Nuna TRVL with me and tried to lay her down in it, and her head, literally the mesh came right back in the middle of her head, and she was so uncomfortable and so upset she didn't even want to be in the stroller. So this would not have that problem. The back is so strong. It's tall, it's supportive, it's great. So that's something to definitely be aware of if you have a tall toddler or planning to use this with an older child, right? The other thing I will say is the straps are both no rethread, which means you can adjust them. So nice for two children of different ages. And then the buckles are really cool. So these buckles on the Bugaboo Butterfly are extended out, and they have just a regular push button and you put it in. Both of them have the five-point harness system. The Nuna also has the no rethread, but it is magnetic, which is really nice. So that is something that I like. I will say if I had to pick between the two, I probably would go with the Bugaboo Butterfly because I like that the straps do not get twisted or stuck behind my child, whereas I do feel like I'm often having to untwist the Nuna to get it around my child, but again, not like the biggest deal breaker. You will notice that the Nuna has a bumper bar, and so what that means is it's a built-in car seat adapter, which is so cool. Its only downside is the stroller is only compatible with Nuna car seats. So there are a lot of Nuna car seats out there, but if you do not have the Nuna car seat, this might not be the stroller for you. So it is super easy to use. It folds with the adapter, and I'll show you how to do that. I love the bumper bar. I feel like my kids love the bumper bar. You can get one for the Bugaboo. It's just an added price, and it does also fold with the stroller. So both strollers do fold with the bumper bar. This one's just sold separately, and I think it's like $29. So it's not crazy expensive, but annoying when you have to purchase a bunch of different things for it. It's also just nice that it's included, right? You'd have to pay to also get an adapter to be able to use a car seat with the Bugaboo. However, the Bugaboo does have more car seat options available, right? You can do Maxi Cozy, you can do Kleck. There's a bunch of different options that you can do with the Bugaboo Butterfly, whereas Nuna is really just for Nuna car seats. So if you plan to use either of these strollers with the baby under the age of 6 months, and the big thing is they're right, whether they can sit up or not, the car seat is the only way for you to use them, so that might be a factor for you in choosing a stroller. All right, the footrest. So both of these strollers have footrests. The Nuna's footrest is really weak, in my opinion. I like how easy it is to move up and down. I like the look of it. I like that it's the fabric of it. However, it is very flimsy. And what that means is it'll just stretch out over time, right? The Bugaboos, while not as nice looking as the Nunas, it is very sturdy. You do have to kind of pull out this, I don't even know what it is. It's like a polyester material to stretch it out to make it extend further. This also serves as a handle for the stroller, but you're not going to have any stretching with that. It's nice and sturdy and is overall like good. I would probably say the footrest on this stroller is probably slightly better. So those are the footrests. The other thing I will say is both of them do have a lower footrest for the toddler. I do feel like this one's a little better from a standpoint of it's out a little bit, like it has a wider base, whereas this one, I have noticed my toddler just putting her foot in the basket. Not a downside, but just something to note the differences. From a basket standpoint, they both have really wide baskets, which is super nice. Definitely easier on this one to put your items in from the front, this one from the back. I will note that this one has like almost 18 pounds, 17.6 pound weight limit, whereas this one only holds 10 pounds. So that's a big difference. When you're traveling and you have a heavy diaper bag, or like me when I travel for work and have a briefcase too, that 17-pound weight limit is going to work way more in my favor than the Nunas. Again, they both have nice big, you can fit your diaper bag in, but just something to note there. Okay, so let's look at the folds of these two strollers. The Nuna is definitely one of the best folds on the travel stroller market. However, the trade-off is it does not fit in an overhead bin. Okay, so you'll put the brake on, and then it's a one-handed fold, and that's it. It is just so easy. Getting in a car, especially like suburban life, right, where you're in and out, it just folds so nice. In regards to the Bugaboo, it's not a bad fold. So same thing, you're going to push the two buttons. You just kind of have to push it into itself, and it just requires more force. You get used to what you have. So they're really, like, the fold is so nice, but I think it's just a nice feature. In regards to weight, the Bugaboo is actually a tiny bit heavier, but honestly, they feel the same. Okay, so let's go ahead and open them up real quick, and then I'll get into who I kind of think each of these strollers are best for. The open on this stroller is a little difficult. You kind of have to push it in, and then it doesn't always stay, whereas this one, you just pull, and it's so easy. If you have a taller toddler or a tall baby who's over the age of 6 months, and you travel on airplanes fairly often, the Bugaboo Butterfly is definitely going to be the better option for you. If you do not have a Nuna Pippa car seat, the Bugaboo Butterfly is going to provide you with just more options in regards to strollers. For Nuna, if non-toxic, like I didn't get into this earlier, but all of Nuna's products are non-toxic. They have non-toxic flame retardants. They get all the certifications, right? So you're going to have, if that's something that's really important to you, Nuna's going to be probably the option you want to have. If you want the adapters to be built in and you want the bumper bar and you want that, again, the Nuna TRVL. I will also say the Nuna TRVL is probably the better option if you're using this from birth because of the car seat, because of just the fold and all those things. However, your child's going to age out of it because of the back. So they're both very expensive strollers. This stroller is $449. This stroller is $500. If you purchase the adapter and the bumper bar, though, this stroller ends up being more. So just something if like you're looking at true apples and apples. This one comes with the rain cover. This one comes with the carry bag. So there's just some differences there. What stroller do you think is right for you? Please comment below. And I also have full reviews of both of these strollers on my channel, so be sure to check those out. Thanks for watching.